That man said he been training for 3 years and he ain't the same man no more. King really admitting that it's the whole inspiration behind him wanting to be a fighter. That's very alarming for a grown man to admit that he really moved to another country to become a fighter because he lost a fight in front of his baby mama and his son. Not gonna lie, that takes a lot of maturity to admit that. And then he kept insinuating how he was in Nique's house and he been in the kitchen and different areas in her house and he didn't know Dwayne lived there. Like he been doing something with Nique that probably Dwayne didn't approve of. And Lena, for me, that would have kind of been questionable because why do you have to mention that? Like, what's the reason behind you mentioning that? But in all, it just really seems like King is really not over Neek as he say he is. It just doesn't seem like you're very over her because if you're over her, you wouldn't have mentioned you coming into her house. Your greater inspiration wouldn't be her man. Like I think for him, it's much more about his status. When King was with Neek, he had money. They had G wagon. They had big houses. They was living a luxurious life because they fan base come from YouTube and them being a couple. So I feel like YouTube couples have this curse that when y'all break up, it's normally the person that didn't cheat, which is normally the woman. They continue to have their fan base. They continue to do well. They live their life like Chris and Queen. Queen did really well. Like she started her music career and she ended up being with Clarence. But financially she's doing well. Who else? Carmen. Carmen and Corey. You see how everybody look at Corey? Carmen is doing well. De'Ara and Ken. De'Ara's doing well. Ken not so much. And Ken has a new girl, but everybody don't look at him the same because like once y'all break up, it's like really known for everybody to take the female side. The female still doing well, but the the uh the male typically doesn't excel in his career. So it's just like he continues to like it's kind of hard for them because once they realize, oh well, he broke this up, like them fans, they don't forget that. They don't forget that, oh well, he cheated and I'm not support. They don't be ready to support the new girl. Like it's really hard. Not gonna lie, name me one YouTube couple that broke up and got in another relationship that fans truly supported. The male, the female, yes, but for the male, which YouTube couple broke up with their girlfriend, got a new girl, and the fans still support them? The fans just don't support them the same way. And I don't feel like initially Lena was jealous of Neek because at first Lena, let's not lie, Lena was T. Like her body was T. I mean, she was outside, she was living her life before she started having kids with King. But just like everybody says, once you have kids, your life change, you feel different, your body changes, and I feel like once she was stuck with King and she kept seeing how King would always belittle his baby mother, and with Neek still gets to live her life like she wants to. She has a great support system. Her mom, Miss Jacinda, she helps out with Kaiser a lot. So Neek gets to go outside. She gets to have fun, and that's because Neek only have one child and she has a support system. And Lena, she even expressed that she don't have the best relationship with her mother. She was actually, I think she said she was adopted, so she don't really have resources. Yeah, but she don't really have resources like Neek do. So continuously seeing Neek being able to drop Kaiser off, her still having fun, her still living her life, her being with a NBA player, I know that broke her confidence because probably at first Lena felt like she had the upper hand because her and King got together and Neek wasn't with nobody yet. She was just living her life. So they probably felt like, oh well, I'm winning. I got my man. Cause even in this video, when Neek sat down with Lena, she told Lena, like she was being 100. She said, "Yeah, it did hurt me at first when I found out you was pregnant because I had to finally accept that it was really over between me and King." And that just shows a lot about Nique character and how mature she is, because she was able to express how she truly felt without holding back. Likewise, Lena would probably never admit that she is jealous of Nique, because Nique get to live a better lifestyle than her. Like, let's just be real. Also, let's also get into this, because Nique is overall very mature, because she was able to even have sit downs with Dwayne BM and basically express how she felt with her. They were able to link up, do Pilates together, and do activities, and that just shows her maturity level as a woman. Because not many women gonna sit up with they baby daddy, girlfriend, or they boyfriend, ex-wife, and just have a conversation with them and sit down, be mature, tell them how they felt, and move forward. It just shows a lot about her maturity level. Girl who man has a BM, I feel like there's a certain level of maturity that has to be met, because you're going to be dealing with him talking about his baby mother. And I know that's your man, you're gonna want to be there for them, but you have to be also mature enough to correct your man in public and be like, hey babe, I feel like we should help her out with this plane ticket, because she did let him come down here and you came and got him, and she wasn't expected to come to Thailand. So if she gotta come down here, like, let's just pay for her plane ticket. And even though you saw some cheap for 544, like, let's just be very understanding that she don't want to sit there for hours and hours at an airport. Let's just go ahead and drop a couple of bands on her, because if you can't come down here, she got to come down here. Let's just do that. And that's just really how that should have went, instead of just, oh well, I'm gonna give her 600 because it was some tickets in there cheaper than that. Like, come on now, come on. Look at Neat, the lifestyle she lives. Do you really think that she was gonna sit up there and be scrunched up on an airplane? And if she couldn't help with that, the best she could have did is made sure that he was able to talk. She was able to talk to her son. Being that you're a mother with two children, you understand. She knew better. That's all she could have did, was like, hey babe, your baby mama texting me. Let her talk to Kyle. Let her speak to him. Like, come on now. It was low down. It's clear as day y'all was being low down. But that goes to show you that she is jealous of me. And then I feel like there was a little bit of them pocket watching. Oh, she with an NBA player. He can pay for that plane ticket. Oh, she got money. She got all this and that. But it's still the principle. It's the principle. You wanted your son to come to Thailand. You decided to move to another country so many miles away from your son. You decided that. So if you decided that, you're gonna take care of the costs of him coming back and forth from Thailand to the US. So you should have at least done that. But I know he done it. He did it to be spiteful, and that's why he did it. And that's why she blocked Neek and wasn't trying to hear her. That's why she blocked Neek and wasn't trying to hear her side of the story, because you already knew it was low down. And y'all was mad when she got on social media and said something about it, because y'all didn't want to hear the backlash. But that's what you get. You wrote a check that y'all ass couldn't cash. Y'all did not want social media to find out. Well, y'all should have just paid for the ticket. And I don't feel like Dwayne was wrong at all. I don't feel like he was wrong for putting his hands on him. I don't feel like he was wrong for defending Neek. I don't feel like Dwayne was wrong at all. King, you came to this girl house, whether you knew if Dwayne was living there or not. That's her house. You don't come to her house and try to manhandle her. If she said you can't get him right now, you can't get him. What was you gonna snatch the child from her? You couldn't do that. She told you wait till tomorrow. He just was trying to take control of the situation. And that's when her man had to step in, so he ain't wrong for stepping in. I think deep down inside, King is still in love with Neek, and he just hate to admit it. He didn't think that she was gonna level up and find somebody way more better in every category. And if he ain't already treating Lena bad, he gonna be treating her bad, because deep down inside, he was he thought that maybe he could keep playing these games, and okay, Neek will probably still be there for him. And now he realizing that you were the reason y'all broke up. So now she's moving on with her life, and she's doing what she got to do, and she leveled up. She actually found somebody better. He probably thought, oh, cause I'm with Lena and this and that. I got me a pretty girl, and we gonna do this. We just gonna make a new YouTube channel, and people gonna like us. And no, it don't work like that. It don't work like that. what you put in is what you get out. But deep down, I do feel like they gonna end up making up and everything gonna be cool because from what I see in the past, Nique and Dwayne are just very mature and they're able to have talks and just basically talk things through. So I do feel like she gonna forgive them because it just seemed like that's just where her maturity level at. But I don't feel like King and Lana gonna stay together too much longer because as them kids get older, she gonna start realizing a lot of stuff. But hey, we shall see. And y'all make sure y'all like this video and subscribe. And if you're on TikTok, y'all make sure y'all follow me